Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today's topic is health and its dimensions. I am Dr. Sabira Aalia Dkhar, demonstrator in the Department of Community Medicine, GMC, Srinagar. Before we go ahead with the presentation, let me introduce you to Amir and see what he has to say to us.
What is health? Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, and it is not merely the absence of any disease or infirmity. Infirmity here applies to the physical or mental weakness. This definition was given by WHO in 1948, and it's the same definition we still follow to date. Concept of health can be explained by the four concepts, that is, biomedical concept, ecological concept, psychosocial concept, and a holistic concept. Biomedical concept. Traditionally, health has been viewed as an absence of disease, and one person who is free from diseases, the person is considered to be healthy. This concept was known as a biomedical concept and was the basis for the germ theory of disease. That is, a microorganism entering a human body will cause illnesses or disease. The ecological concept puts forward an attractive hypothesis which viewed health as a dynamic equilibrium between man and his environment. Disease was a maladjustment of a human organism to his environment. It raises two issues, that is, imperfect man or an imperfect environment. So, in a view of the ecologist, health problems occur due to environmental pollutions or man's maladjustment or imperfect man's environment. Psychosocial concept. Health is not merely a biomedical phenomenon, but one which is influenced by a social, psychological, cultural, economic, and political factors of the people concerned. Holistic concept. The holistic model is a synthesis of all the above concepts. It recognizes the stronger of social, economic, political, and environmental influences on health. The holistic approach implies that all sectors of society have an effect on health in particular, like agriculture, animal husbandry, food, industry, education, housing, public works, communication, and other sectors. The emphasis is on the promotion and prevention of health. Dimension. The literal meaning of dimension is an aspect or feature of a situation. Dimension of health. Health is a multidimensional factor. In WHO's definition, we talk about three specific dimensions, that is physical, mental, and social. Many more such dimensions are added like spiritual, vocational, emotional, and political. With our knowledge growing, the list may be expanding, and all these dimensions functions and interact with each other, while each has its own nature. The six dimensions of health are physical, mental, social, spiritual, emotional, and vocational. Together, they interact and form a circle of harmony. When one dimension is disturbed, the cycle of harmony is as well disturbed. Physical dimension. It implies the perfect functioning of the body, where it talks about the biological functioning where every cell, tissue, and organs are functioning optimally and in perfect harmony. The evaluation of physical health can be done by self-evaluation, where you inquire into the symptoms of ill health and risk factors, or the medications taken, or the level of activity, that is, number of days of restricted activity within a specified time, or the degree of fitness. In clinical examination, nutritional and dietary assessment, or biochemical and laboratory investigations can give a good view about the physical dimension. The characteristics of a positive physical health are good complexion, bright eyes, good appetite, sound sleep, normal bowel and bladder habits, smooth, easy, and coordinated body movements. Mental dimension. Mental dimension is not merely absence of mental illnesses, defined as a state of balance between the individual and the surrounding world, a state of harmony between oneself and others, a coexistence between the realities of the self and the other people and that of the environment. In short, it means not being at war with himself. The characteristics of a positive mental health are: mentally healthy people are able to make personal and social adjustments, they are free from any kind of internal conflicts, and faces problems and tries to solve it intelligently. They have a good self-control and a balance, a strong sense of self-esteem, and they know themselves, their needs, their problems, and their goals. They live a well-balanced life. Social dimension: the harmony and integration within the individual, or between each individual and the other members of the society, or between the individual and the people in the world in which they live. It involves the level of social skill which they possess, their social functioning, and their ability to see themselves as a member of the society. It is rooted to two positive environment. One is the positive material environment, the other is positive human environment. The material component comprises of financial and residential matters. The human component comprises of the social networks of the individual. Social dimensions: the characteristics of positive social health are good communication skills, intimacy, respect for each other, equality, and a good social functioning. Spiritual dimension: it is that part of the individual which reaches out and strives for a meaning and purpose in their life, something which transcends physiologically and psychologically. It includes integrity, their ethics, their principles, and the purpose in life. It is their commitment to something higher being and belief in the concept that are not subject to explanations. The characteristics of a positive spiritual health is giving into charity, knows his purpose, principles, morals, and the ethics, has hope and faith with the Maker, meditates, prays, attends spiritual gatherings, and maintains a spiritual health. Emotional dimension. Mental and emotional component were considered to be the same, but mental health is about knowing and having a cognition, whereas emotional health is associated with feelings. Experts in psychobiology have been successful in separating these two dimensions of the human health. The characteristics of emotional health, which are positive, are: an emotionally healthy person is one which has a positive thinking and is capable of coping and adjusting with himself. He participates in all activities which are related to his personal growth and his self-esteem. He expresses his feelings freely and manages feelings effectively. He is aware of and he accepts a wide range of feelings in themselves and others. Vocational dimension. It is the new dimension which is added to the health aspect. Work plays a role in promoting both the physical and the mental health, while work is fully adapted to human goals, capacities, and limitations. Physical work is associated with an improvement in the physical health and activity, while goal achievement and self-realization in work are a source of satisfaction and enhanced self-esteem. Characteristics of positive vocational health are: satisfaction level, the facilities achieved and which are attached to your job, the behavior and management of the administrator and colleagues at the job. Other dimensions are nutritional, philosophical, cultural, socio-economic, environmental, educational, curative, and preventive. Before we end the presentation, let's have a brainstorming session. There'll be two case scenarios provided to you. You have to answer the following question. Case scenario 1. Ahmed is not going to school since the last 2 weeks. His school has sent a notice to his parents for explanation. Ahmed's parents spoke to Ahmed and found that he is not able to express himself and that he is having more negative thoughts in his mind. Which dimension of Ahmed's health is affected? What are the positive characteristics of this dimension? I hope you all have answered this. Case scenario 2. Sarah is usually upset. Her parents took her to a psychologist to seek some counseling. She told the psychologist that she sees no purpose in life and feels depressed. Which dimension of Sarah's health is affected? What are the positive characteristics of this dimension? I hope you all have answered this. I hope the concept of health and its dimension has been clear to you, and it is more simple and it will stay for a longer time. Thank you.